Hey and welcome back to NBA Got Game TV. Thanks for tuning in, guys. One way to know if your team has a good GM is to take a look at his trading record. There are some trades in the history of the NBA that simply changed the game. Some trades were head scratches back then and still are. Trading your prime best player for role players or aging stars, or trading away your franchise player draft pick, well, it happened quite often. In this video we will feature the 5 worst trades of the 90s. But before we start, if you like this video, please subscribe to our channel, we really appreciate it. And also underneath the video you will see the link to our Facebook page, likes are also appreciated. And without any more blah blah, let's go. We're gonna start off our list with Dennis Rodman for Perdue. This trade helped the Chicago Bulls to build their dynasty. When Dennis Rodman left the Detroit Pistons to play for the San Antonio Spurs, it was easy to see that this relationship wouldn't last very long.
You and David Robinson, how it wasn't the best matchup. You guys didn't really feel each other too much.
For him to see me, that I was such a rebel, it's more like, I would wear women's clothes, and I would do all this stuff like that. Even on the road, I do all these crazy things like that. And they'll see me on the plane. I got red hair, pink hair, blue hair, this, and I'm doing this, going out, having a good time, and then go on the court and grab 20 rebounds again.
After Horace Grant left Chicago to play with the Orlando Magic, the Bulls needed a stronger rebounding presence. With that in mind, they made a deal with the San Antonio Spurs to get rebounding legend Dennis Rodman. The Worm was already 34 years old. His best seasons were behind him. At least that's what the Spurs thought. And he was a potential troublemaker. So the Spurs gave him to the Chicago Bulls in exchange for backup center Perdue. Rodman had 3 more great years, leading the NBA in rebounds per game and helping the Bulls to win 3 more championships. Perdue, on the other hand, remained the backup center. And the next trade on our list is Chris Webber for Mitch Richmond. This pick might surprise you, but be certain we love Mitch Richmond. In fact, we love him so much that Kenny Smith will explain to you how great he was.
Switch gears for 1 second, because a lot of times when we on NBA TV and TNT, we forget how great the guy sitting next to us was.
I don't forget about that.
No. When we talk about all-star, but because a lot of times you played in SAC, man, this is Mitch Richmond, ladies and gentlemen. This guy was the second best basketball player at his position for a long time, and it was only one guy better. Michael Jordan. That's not a bad list to be behind.
That's right.
Sometimes we just sit here and be like, oh, we have Mitch Richmond here. No, let's keep it 100 and let's keep it right. Don't keep it real. We got Mitch Richmond in the building. That's a big thing right now.
One king to the next.
Yo, that's a big thing, man. I keep it right, man. It's a big thing. I'm excited.
But in 1998, the Sacramento Kings traded a 33-year-old Mitch Richmond, who was fading out of his NBA career, for a young Chris Webber. Richmond would play 3 more seasons with the Wizards before he retired with the Los Angeles Lakers 1 year later. Webber, on the other hand,
Webber stuffs it down.
And when he couldn't make Washington a winner, he was no longer wanted.
Earlier this evening, I traded Chris Webber to the Sacramento Kings.
I didn't even know about the trade until I heard it from a guy at the corner store who told me about the trade, and I'm thinking like, nah, this really can't be real. I get on the plane and think I'm all right, but I look and all I see is farmland and cows from up in the sky, and I just couldn't handle that. I just kind of broke down on the plane, and I was just thinking like, what I'm gonna do is buy a ticket and just get back on the plane and go back to Detroit. It was just like the end of the world to me to have to come here.
The Sacramento Kings were one of the worst teams in the league, but upon Chris's arrival, they would begin to transform into one of the best.
Stolen by Thunderbird. He feeds to Jason Williams. Ahead to Williamson. Behind the back pass. Webber with a 2-hand flush. Webber doubled by O'Neal. Behind the back feed. Debos frees up. Power jam. Oh, what a pass. Webber doing it all tonight.
And their selfless style of play would become their trademark.
Webber, reverse power jam. Oh, that has them dancing out of their seats.
Webber was the centerpiece of a true team. It was what he had always wanted.
Our next pick is Charles Barkley to the Philadelphia 76ers in exchange for Jeff Hornacek, Andrew Lang, and Tim Perry.
Well, off to the box.
Before Charles Barkley was traded, he already was one of the 2 best power forwards in the league. But the only thing that was missing was success. He didn't have the right supporting cast that he had wished for, and was deeply unhappy in Philadelphia. Then his prayers have been answered. The 76ers told Barkley that he got traded to the Lakers.
The last 2 years in Philly just sucked. I'm hearing rumors all the time. This is the year before. This is the year before I got traded. So my agent called me and said, "It's done. You're going to the Lakers."
You got the call.
I got the call.
This is a done deal.
It's a done deal. My agent called me back 3 hours later. The Sixers were pulled out of the deal. I said, "Are you kidding me?" I was just kind of in shock.
But Charles wouldn't have to wait much longer. 1 year later, his life would change. The Sixers sent him to the Phoenix Suns in exchange for shooting guard Jeff Hornacek, as well as Andrew Lang and Tim Perry.
The brashest, most outspoken player in pro basketball, Charles Barkley. He has talked long and hard and loud about his hunger for an NBA title, and now Barkley may have moved closer to that dream of a title. He was traded to the Phoenix Suns in a 3-for-1 deal.
I am a member of the Phoenix Suns, and I am happy. I think for me, a change was needed, and I just want a legitimate shot at winning an NBA championship. What excites me the most is the opportunity to play with Kevin Johnson and Dan Marley. I haven't played with players of that caliber, 2 All-Stars on the same team since my first couple years in Philadelphia.
This trade would send the Philadelphia 76ers on a string of awful seasons over the next 6 years. Barkley, on the other hand, would help lead the Phoenix Suns to the 1993 NBA Finals and win the MVP award that season. And our next pick, Dirk Nowitzki for Robert Traylor. In the 90s, NBA scouts were still having trouble scouting players from Europe precisely. This would haunt the Milwaukee Bucks for many years to come. The Milwaukee Bucks held the 9th pick in the 1998 NBA draft, and they used it to select little-known German forward Dirk Nowitzki. Later in that draft, the Bucks packaged Nowitzki and Pat Garrity, who they had selected with the 19th pick, to the Dallas Mavericks for large power forward Robert Tractor Traylor. In the beginning, this trade raised a lot of eyebrows, since hardly anybody knew of the potential of Dirk Nowitzki. While Nowitzki would build a solid case for the Hall of Fame over the next 18 years and counting, winning an NBA championship, a league's MVP, and countless other awards, Traylor averaged 4.8 points per game and 3.7 rebounds.
With the 9th pick in the 1998 NBA draft, the Milwaukee Bucks select Dirk Nowitzki from Würzburg, Germany.
He can stretch the D. The NBA 3 is going to be very easy for him because he's accustomed to shooting the international 3, and he will go to the NBA 3. He's got great athletic ability. One of the agents in Europe said this guy is a Porsche. He said that shrimp is a Volkswagen compared to him.
And every new NBA season offers a chance to get to know some of the new potential superstars like 20-year-old Dirk Nowitzki. Who, you ask? Well, the Dallas Mavericks thought highly enough of Nowitzki to engineer a draft day trade with the Bucks after they'd selected him with the 9th overall pick.
And the next pick, Kobe Bryant for Vlade Divac. With the 13th overall pick in the 1996 draft, the Charlotte Hornets took a gamble on a talented high school kid from Philadelphia named Kobe Bryant. Unfortunately for them, negotiations with the 18-year-old went poorly over the next few weeks, and the Hornets decided they were better off dealing Bryant to the Los Angeles Lakers in exchange for center Vlade Divac.
With the 13th pick in the 1996 NBA draft, the Charlotte Hornets select Kobe Bryant from Lower Merion High School in Pennsylvania.
And Hubie, this is a guy whose stock has risen every time he's tried out. People like this kid.
Well, everyone's writing when he first came out, well, he's going to have to bulk up. This guy is 200 pounds. That's 6'6". He is an offensive whiz. He's very, very talented. He has all pro moves.
I think when I leave LA, I was very happy here, and basketball is a fun game, and I played that for fun. So when I realized I had to go somewhere else to play, I was thinking to quit, to retire.
The Hornets would make a nice playoff run with Divac on the team, but he would leave as a free agent just 2 years after arriving. Bryant, on the other hand, won 5 NBA championships with the Lakers and developed into one of the best players of all time. Hey, and thanks for watching this video. Really hope you enjoy our content, and if you'd like to support our channel, you can do these things. First, subscribe to our channel and click the notifications button so you will always be up to date when we upload a new video, and also check out our Facebook page. You will find the link underneath the video. Likes are very appreciated. Thanks a lot.